at TI's dreadlocks. And I don't know, it's just interesting for me. Comment down below right off the bat what do you guys think about his hair. And there is actually a little speculation that he actually cut them off, so we're going to look at that as well. But it is interesting looking at his hair length and how he got his dreadlocks, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit in today's video. So without further ado, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and also comment down below who you guys want to see next, because it's when you recommend videos like this that surprise me, and I think they're just really interesting to do. So make sure to comment that down below. But guys, right off the bat, looking at his hair length, looking at his hair type, and looking at his sections, it's pretty easy to see how he started, how he maintained. It's pretty easy to see what his hair type is, the method in which he started them out, and how he's maintaining them. So let's start out with his hair type. His hair type is about a 4B, which is very ideal for dreadlocks. And I know I say this quite often, but I always want to reiterate it, that people with the 4 range hair type, it's very suitable for them to get dreadlocks just because it's easier, the hair locks up quicker, the hair stays within its sections a whole lot better, and there's just so many benefits that come from it. Now on the flip side, you have, the straight hair types or even the wavy hair that don't lock up as well, but they obviously can lock up using methods like crochet hooking, which I would recommend the Dreadlocks crochet hook. Obviously you can do twist and rip, and you can do palm rolling, but that's all for the straighter or the wavy hair types. So we know he has a 4B hair type. Now based on the way his sections look and the way his lengths of the dreadlocks look, although they're very short, I'm almost 100% positive that he started these out with a crochet hook. And this is why I always recommend the Dreadlocks crochet hook, because people like Lil Pump, people like Lil Uzi Vert, we see T.I. has his dreadlocks like this now. All these people have used a crochet hook on their dreadlocks, and it 100% works. And it's really interesting seeing T.I.'s dreadlocks as well, because his hair length is probably about 2 inches, maybe even under that. Now of course with his hair inside the dreadlocks, it's definitely under 2 inches, but if he were to extend his hair, it'd be about maybe 2 inches. But that just goes to show how effective the Dreadlocks crochet hook can be, especially on shorter hair. But let's move on to this photo I seen on his Instagram page, and his hair is completely gone in this photo. Now we're not 100% sure if this is an older photo, but we even see Soulja Boy commenting down below that he cut his hair. He's asking the question. And to be honest, we've seen so many people do this, to where they'll grow out their hair a little bit, and then they try a different hairstyle, and then they cut it off to go back to what they've had for the longest period of time. Like, I don't even have to name people off, and you already have people popping up in your head on who has actually done this before. But it would be cool to see him actually continue to grow out his hair if he hasn't cut it already, and to see what he does with his dreadlocks, because it's just one of those things to where it's just kind of interesting seeing somebody who has never had long hair. Now of course he might have had long hair before he was famous and things like that, but I'm just not used to seeing him with long hair. So let's get into the beginning stages of his dreadlocks. We see right here he's got a little bit of hair length, and his hair is a little nappy right here. And you would have thought that he started out going freeform, but obviously based on the sections, he had to have used the crochet hook and did the instant locking method in order to get his dreadlocks the way that they look now. And based on how his hair looks right here, it makes me think that his hair is actually even longer than 2 inches. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, yo, there's no way his hair is that long. But the thing about a 4B hair type, when you elongate it, it's pretty long, considering how tight the curl pattern is. Now right here, you're able to actually see a little bit more length, and you can just see how mature his dreadlocks are, and his hair is so short. Now, how does he get his hair that mature with it being that short? And it's just what I've kept repeating this whole time. He's using the crochet hook, and I'm telling you, if you were to get the Dreadlocks crochet hook, no matter what your hair length is, obviously within reason, you're able to lock up your hair perfectly, and you're able to do it instantly, and it stands the test of time. And the reason I say that he's using the crochet hook is because based on the way his hair is looking, it doesn't look like he's maintaining it with twisting with gel. Now another thing he possibly could be doing is interlocking, because if you're able to look at his roots, it doesn't look like he's twisting them obviously, but his sections are perfectly there, which leads me to believe that he did crochet hooking and then finished off with interlocking. And that just goes to show how effective the Dreadlocks locking bundle is. But you guys, what do you think about T.I.'s dreadlocks? I think they're really interesting, and to be honest, I hope that he didn't cut them so that we can see it progress a little bit more, because right here it does look like he started out with sponge rub, but based on those first photos, we're able to see that he actually created the sections, did the instant locking method using a crochet hook, and then possibly threw in some interlocking here and there. But you guys, like I said at the beginning, make sure to comment down below who you guys want to see next, because I love taking your recommendations and putting them into these videos. And also comment down below what you guys think about T.I.'s dreadlocks. And if you want to follow my personal dreadlock journey, make sure to go to my main channel, Gunther the Great, and you're able to see the progression of what I've been doing with my own hair. I've actually been locking my hair up for about 6 to 7 months now, and it's just really cool to see the experience of actually going the traditional route with twisting with gel. So I've really been enjoying it. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. But other than that, I'll see you guys.